in the range now where getting under that luxury tax is gonna happen before the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So that was I think that was kind of the benchmark that Presti wanted to hit. It sucks because I think we would have done a little differently draft night.
Knowing that all these players weren't going to be around?
No, yeah, knowing that, so the, Bensley or whoever we got,
Baisley?
Darius Bensley.
Baisley, yeah.
Baisley. He looks like he could be, he can shoot and he can jump out of the gym. So it looks like he could be someone that and it's so tough because
and if it doesn't work out, he had a great internship and he could just go get a job. So yeah, great young kid, promising future. I agree, Matt. Yes,
I saw 2 clips from him. If he was, he could handle, he could pass. It looks like he can shoulder a little bit of an offense. Now, whether he can do that at an NBA level, who knows? I've seen 6 minutes of him playing basketball. No one knows. But it seems like he would have been a good pick. I wonder if we would have kept Brandon Clark.
Yeah, Brandon Clark's been a role. You still have Steven Adams. You still have guys you want to move. But Brandon Clark will mostly play that 4 role. But yeah, I know what you mean.
It's so wide open. We have Steven Adams. We have, do we even have Markieff Morris still?
No, I know Marcus Morris signed with the Knicks, right?
No, we don't. Yeah. So we don't we don't have a 4. We legitimately, really kind of don't have a 4 right now.
Muscala will play the 4. You're gonna have Steven Adams and Mike Muscala running the 4 or 5. You're gonna have the greatest dynamic of big men to ever grace the NBA. You'll be okay.
I forgot. We still have Nerlens.
Oh yeah, you did forgot. Sign Nerlens.
So, but Nerlens, he's a 4. You kind of want him to play the 5.
Yeah, coming into the league, you thought he'd be a 5, but he can be a bigger 4.
He could be a 4.
I don't think at this point you're looking for players that you're just trying to get some picks. You're trying to fill out the roster. Let's talk about the Thunder's future now. We'll talk about the Thunder's future.
Okay.
So, my big thing is I don't know if you guys what you're gonna do with Chris Paul. But you still have a lot of pieces you can trade, and I think you can gain a lot of assets from Steven Adams, Andre Roberson, Dennis Schroeder. I think Andre Roberson you'll probably trade. Dennis and Andre will be mid-season trades, trade deadline guys. Dennis will go to a team looking for a point guard, maybe like a Charlotte Hornets, Orlando Magic like team that's close in the running that really need to make a mark. And then maybe Andre Roberson, he can fit in anywhere because he's one of the best defenders in the league. Steven Adams, I think Steven Adams will get dealt before it's all said and done. But yeah, there's still so much more you can do. You're still going to add more assets. You can add young players, more first-round talent, more first-round picks. So, the Thunder acquired a lot of assets, and they're going to be... It depends what they do in the draft and how they use those picks. But yeah, the future is bright, and I think this is the first time that I think I've ever seen a Thunder rebuilding.
This is legitimately, I was going to say this. Well, okay, it depends on what do you consider a rebuild. When Kevin Durant, we lost Kevin Durant, we lost Serge Ibaka. We basically became a whole different team.
That was, we used to have Russ Westbrook. I'd say that's like a,
It's not a rebuild. Well, so, okay, this is
staying competitive but trying to rebuild.
This is what I say about, the Thunder rebuilt with that Harden trade, and then Dwight Howard, and they rebuilt. It's like, what do you consider a rebuild? This is the first time that they've blown it up.
Yeah, this is a full rebuild. This is
a complete rebuild. And we'll see. So the big thing for them is, because right now Kawhi signed a 2+1. Paul George is still. It seems like everybody's matched up to. Well, Paul George has 5 years, he has 5 years because he signed the full thing. So he's going to be there for the long run. But Kawhi signed 2+1. James Harden's up. Russell Westbrook, they're both up in 2021 or 2022.
Giannis is in 2021.
2021, I think, is when a lot of the people are up. It seems like everyone's kind of on that. Like that 2021 free agency is going to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
If the big thing is, I mean, they got picks till 2026 from people and pick swaps till then. So, this year's picks, next year's picks, probably not going to be much. You're probably going to get 25 to 32, really, or to 30. Probably going to get somewhere between 23 and 30, right, from the two picks. Not much, not going to do much with it, whatever, doesn't matter. After that agency, maybe the Clippers are bad, and it could end up being a deal that's similar to the Nets and Celtics deal. So it is a long game.
It's a long game,
we'll see.
And you also don't even know if you're going to keep those picks. You could be flipping those picks, trying to move up in drafts. So I mean, you don't really know what you're getting at this point. You know what you have, but you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah. So I do think at some point, Presti would make a move, package picks, try to move up, try to get a player he wants. I think that would happen. He'll go out and get the player he wants too. The question is, you just don't know what that, what are the Clippers going to be like in 2025? Who knows? Nobody knows. I mean, they could look completely different. So I think that's the thing. I think it could work out for the Thunder. Right now they have, just an unlimited amount of picks. And I hope we don't trade Steve Adams. Because,
When's he a free agent?
Got to keep the New Zealander.
When is he a free agent?
I don't know. I don't think Steve Adams will be traded because he's also on like 20-something mil.
Someone will go for him. Someone will make a move for him. I see him getting moved, and I think he's definitely going to get moved because by the time you guys are going to be contenders again, he'll be old. He won't be ready to fit the mold of that team. I don't even know what kind of player he'll be then. The
he's
NBA
25.
keeps changing. He's only 25. I thought he was like 28. But
no, he's super young. So he could be not super young, but he's 25. I mean, we could keep him until he's 30, whether we want to play him. He's getting paid, so he's in that 2021 season two. And he's getting paid $25 million this year, $27 million next year. No one's taking that.
Someone might take it for the year. Someone will take it. Someone would definitely take that. I think he's one of the better centers in the league. I think someone would take him.
I think the question is going to be, I don't think anyone's going to be willing to give up enough picks for him. I think the question is going to be when it's his free agency, if he wants to stay with OKC, I don't think he will. I wouldn't blame him if he didn't, or if he wants to go somewhere else, because I don't think we're going to offer him that much money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there's a lot of moves left. It's a dark hour for the Stormies out there. The Storm is at its strongest right now. But hey, the sun will shine. Maybe not in Oklahoma City. You might be going back to Seattle because you might lose all your fans because no one's going to want to go to the games. But that's just an option.
That's Seattle.
It's a small
the Clippers
possibility.
Should go to Seattle. How funny! Oh my gosh, that would be perfect.
What if they just
Clippers move to Seattle and Kawhi's still not in LA?
Oh, they're not going to. Why would
that would be the best
Steve
thing?
Ballmer
That
money.
would be so great.
They got Steve Ballmer money. They're staying in LA.
I know, but wouldn't that would make me so happy if Kawhi signs for the Clippers and Paul George, and then they move to Seattle, and it's like, oh,
Matt, the Stormies might need to be worried about. I'm worried that the fan attendance in Oklahoma City is going to get shot here in about a year or two.
I need to make the drive out there.
Huh?
Maybe I need to make the drive out there. Tickets are cheap.
Yeah, I bet they'll be really cheap considering your star player is Dennis Schroeder and Steven Adams.
Well, Chris Paul.
Oh, yeah, Chris Paul, who probably will only play like 20 games. But probably Anthony Davis this year. He'll say, no, I'm hurt, banged up, can't go.
Yeah, I bet he wishes he was back with the Clippers.
I feel like you don't even want to play Chris Paul because you want to try and get the first pick anyway.
No, we'll play him. I don't know.
I'm saying as a fan, you probably don't want him to play as much.
I think he'll be a good mentor. I was looking at things. So he's one of those guys where playing with him isn't great because he's so brash and perfectionist and he complains about everything. But
what's not to like about that? Worked for Kobe.
But I wonder if he could be one of these people that like the young guys could see just how he goes by. Like, what does he do during the summertime, or when does he show up to practice? How does he do things during the season? I think that would be, I'm sure young guys could learn some good things from that, his practices. What type of wine does he drink with LeBron?
Is there an issue? LeBron doesn't want to get him. I don't think him and LeBron are friends. I think he's mad at. I think there's a banana boat fallout going on right now.
I don't think they do the banana boat anymore.
Yeah.
Because every time they do it, Paul George or Carmelo Anthony just shows up talking about how the jab step is a dying art and it should be favored more. And they're all like, "Dude, you're not a starter. Like, just give it up. You're not a starter."
I can't wait till Carmelo gets signed again. I'm really ready for Carmelo to get signed again. Amari Stoudemire might get signed again.
Amari Stoudemire's not going to.
I want to see them both back in the league. I think Carmelo needs to team up with Devin Booker in Phoenix and bring back the relevancy. That's their only chance.
Speaking of Devin Booker.
Go ahead.
Devin Booker, here's the thing.
Actually, before you get into that, would you go Carmelo one season in Brooklyn? Give him a 1-year deal in Brooklyn while KD's out?
No.
What about Golden State?
Not even a chance.
I'd do it for one season.
If someone said Carmelo will be here, I would say, how much money do I need to pay to make him go away?
I'd give him one season on a team where you're going to get guys in the next year and you'll be good. And maybe this year he could potentially help.
No, I think he'd be a problem anywhere.
I'd give him
He's
a 1 year.
Anywhere. He doesn't have his legs anymore. He can't make his shots.
Have you watched his workout videos? He's great. He's the best shape he's ever been in. He's the best IG model to ever play basketball. He's the best. I don't know what else you want. I want to see Melo back in the league.
I'm not checked his Instagram. I don't know if his Instagram is popping.
Oh, speaking of who did Paul George take the number 7? Who took the number 7?
I have no clue. There are some number controversy. No. Kawhi's gonna wear 2. I think Paul George is sticking with 13.
Someone's wearing 7, and I heard they were gonna they were making all the Stay Mellow jokes, and they just should all use hashtag Stay Mellow for whoever's wearing number 7. But anyway, there is some number controversy. Why is LeBron now he's like keeping the number?
Have you heard about this?
I know he's keeping the number, but I don't. It's something to do with Nike.
Yeah, Nike refused to have him switch because they said they lose millions of dollars refunding jerseys. I think they said it's going to be something like $500 million.
Why would they have to refund jerseys?
Because if you buy a number 23 jersey and then he switches to number 6, you got to refund it.
He's already played one season of in the Lakers. He can change
That's the thing because I guess people would be upset being like, I can't pull up with a 23 James when it's 23 Davis.
Well, I agree with that, but I mean that's the art of the game.
You can't pull up with the 23 James. What do you mean?
That's the art of the game.
Pull up with the Cavaliers James to the Lakers game. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're not real Lakers fans. They're just LeBron James fans. They don't care.
Exactly.
I mean, they're going to get both of them anyway. You don't have to refund them anything. That's the art of the game. And your players get traded from your teams all the time. I get a Hawks jersey. I'm not demanding Nike refund me and give me a Trae Young jersey now because all our players left. I'm not asking that.
Well, you could do that.
No, you can't. There's no way they would ever do that.
Well, no, I think it's more just a numbers thing. But here's the thing. For anybody that is worried about that type of situation happening, okay, go online. Go to the NBA shop. Pick out whatever player you want for the current team. Put it in your cart. Close your computer, throw it off a bridge, and go buy an 80s Lakers jerseys because those were the ones that actually look good.
They don't know. All the LeBron fans don't know any of the 80s players.
Dude, just get a James Worthy 80s Lakers jersey and you are set for life.
They don't like Magic Johnson. They're mad at Magic Johnson. They can't get a Magic.
You can't get Magic Johnson. They're mad at him. They can't get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because he played for the Bucks. I don't know that. They don't know that.
They don't know that, and they're like they don't like that that he could potentially. He's in the argument. He's like, oh, he's the greatest player of all time. I'm like, no, that's Braun.
Yeah, no, it's LeBron. I can't get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and have people think I think
exactly. You can't. You can't get the Kobe Bryant jersey.
James Worthy, perfect. James Worthy, Lakers jersey. That's great.
I'm imagining people are just going to get Ron Artest jerseys or May the World Peace.
Or you know what? Get a Kurt Rambis one since he's shadow running that team.
I'm trying to think of some other jerseys I
No.
can get. I don't know.